Yes, good morning, all of you. Good morning, all of you. So, yeah, good morning, good morning. So, I hope you all are slowly, gradually picking up momentum. I can see you have been posting answers on the channel, okay, keeping all of us busy, but then happy to be busy there. And, but I still see, the answers that come in are mainly from you, maybe 7, 8, 10 of you. The others do not participate as much. Maybe you can start the process of participating in the answers, and you don't have to wait for us to give you comments every time. हम कहीं ना कहीं चाहते हैं कि you develop as a kind of a group so that you evaluate each other's answers. Okay, the peer learning is a very powerful tool. Peer learning and learning from amongst yourself is very powerful tool, and that's one way of scaling up the work also, because the 2 3 of us who are here, we may not be able to check all your answers, but we do give you one answer. Okay, uske basis pe the others can also start commenting on it. Okay, but then we would want you to study a bit more and do your work and then start commenting each other's answers. But don't worry, Asutosh, I'm looking at all the comments. I am looking at your answers. It's not that I do not participate. It's just that you do not see me writing down things there. Okay? Not able to study properly. Payal, ये problem सबका है. कल भी we had a good discussion with the SA students where the same complaint कि पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है types. Okay. Yes, just Kiran, there is a closed group. You should have received the mails. Okay, जिसमें आप click करेंगे तो you'll understand that. ठीक है? You can click and then join the group. ठीक है? Roshan, don't get into that details. Even I will not know. There is some standard that they have on the basis of which they are calculating. At that temperature, things starts converting. और क्या उसका mechanism है वो आप छोड़ दें. Even I will not know the details of how they do it. Okay, life chill रही है. Enjoying mangoes in a village. चलो good as long as you enjoy. Okay, but पढ़ाई भी करते रहना बीच बीच में. Okay, let's get started now. So, oceanography. हाँ आशुतोष बताओ क्या डाउट है. Tell me. Longitudinal versus transverse submarine canyons. All the canyons that we have are longitudinal, not transverse. Transverse जो होते हैं, they were misnomers. So it's something like this. It's something like this here. What's up? Just a minute, beta. Yeah. So it's something like this. This is the coastline. Coastline. This is the coast here. The submarine canyons start somewhere from the edge of the continent, break. Okay? So this is water. This is water. So they are along this river here, maybe draining it. There was an idea that submarine canyons probably are something like this. एक आइडिया था. The submarine canyons probably are like this. So if this exists, this is called as transverse to the coast. And this one is longitudinal. So ये जो idea transverse है, ये गलत है. Submarine canyons are not transverse. अगर transverse हैं, these are something like Rift Valley systems. So canyons now we know are longitudinal. Okay, and if they were rifting, it could be because of bending of the shelf at the edges. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं. Okay, maybe the trenches further down, अगर trenches हैं, the trenches are transverse. Okay, trenches are transverse, but not the submarine canyons. Is it okay, Ashutosh? Not East Pacific, West Pacific पहला warm होगा, उसके बाद East Pacific okay will start having warmer conditions. Okay, there is a bit of an echo and clutter. If it's more helpful from the next class, Ravi Joshi ऐसा बोल रहे हो जैसे कि system मेरे हाथ में है. Okay, audio systems and the rest, these are not exactly my doing. It is the problem of the infrastructure. जो cables वगैरह हैं, okay, that's the problem. ठीक है, I will log back again. Maybe that's one. So has it improved? Has the audio system improved? I think it's because of the loading that we have online. इसलिए 2-3 बार if you log in, okay, it improves. If I reboot again, it improves. So ठीक है, let me know whenever you have a problem. Okay, we'll do what we can. Okay, ठीक है. बता दिया करना. We'll do what we can there. Okay, let's start off now. Accordant depth of lagoon. Accordant depth basically means the floor of the lagoon across location matches. So we have a lagoon here, we have another lagoon here, okay, we have another lagoon here. If the floor of the lagoon matches across locations, we call this as accordant. That's about it. Break and shelf break, same thing. Okay, we use the word the shelf break and continental break, and just where the shelf suddenly plunges as a part of the continental slope. Okay, okay then. So oceanography, whatever we could have taken up, we have addressed. Now we are moving on towards climatology. We're moving on towards climatology. This is not to say कि बाकी parts are prepared नहीं करना. You will have to prepare all the regular topics. So what are ocean currents? What are the ocean bottom relief? What are pelagic deposits? What are the coral reef theories? What are the issues related to your ocean circulations? Surface maybe, bottom maybe, salinity patterns. So all those things are regular. वो तो जानना ही है. उसके अलावा we have done about 10-15 odd new topics to cover the topic a bit more comprehensively. ठीक है? So वैसे ही climatology में all regular topics you have to prepare. The precipitation patterns, what are air masses, the air masses influence on the climate, what are jet streams, what are tropical cyclones, what are temperate cyclones, what is the classification. If you look at the previous year's questions, okay, 5 area में से most questions आए हैं. Okay, one is questions on climate change. Second, okay, questions that they have asked is on climatic classification. Bulk of the questions from climatic classification. Then they have asked questions on cyclones. They've asked questions on cyclones. They've asked questions on precipitation patterns. Okay. Or they ask on air masses. So if you look at the previous year's questions, okay, these are the 5 areas from where we have bulk of the questions. Okay. Or let me show this to you once. Okay. Yes, I scanned okay, the question bank. Take up any question bank you want to take up. Okay, that's your choice. Okay, so look at the question. Okay, एक आपका question है. The last question that they asked was on tricellular model. Okay, the tricellular model यहाँ पूछा हुआ question है. Climate change, urban climate है. Potential evapotranspiration. This is the question from this topic of climatic classification. Then we have a monsoon. ये बहुत देर के बाद आया. Paper 2 का होना चाहिए था, but then paper 1 में है. You have again classification, Thevartha scheme. Okay. Then again you have questions on climate change. Okay. This again was an aberration, the role of evaporation, not really difficult to answer. Okay. Then they had one on winds. Okay. This was again climate change. This was about cyclones. This temperature, insolation in general. Then circulation, again classification, frontogenesis, tropical cyclones, temperate cyclones. Okay, monsoon पे एक आध बार पूछा हुआ है. So if you look at the last 7-8 years question, this is the range of topics that they have been asking. Okay, so what you have to do is the regular topics you'll have to practice as a part of your practice on the Telegram channel. आप लिख के डाल देना. Okay, one of us will ensure that they are checked. Okay, or at least your friends can help you. Now, what I will focus on largely is take up some tricky topics from across this. Okay, I've realized, अगर आप देखें ना, there are about 10 to 15 okay diagrams and concepts. If you know these diagrams and concepts, you will be able to answer most of the questions of climatology. Okay, I'll make a list for you. What are those diagrams and concepts you have to focus on? Okay, so this is our strategy. Pooja, check कर सकते हैं उन्हें भी. Yes, Pooja, you can. Okay, you can post any question you want to be checked. Preferably, your peer group will help you first. Okay, and we will interject once in a while so that the discussions on the channel is moderated. Okay, so you can put up questions of the regular topics also. Okay, but अच्छा होगा कि आप अपने आप questions frame ना करें. Pick up the questions from the previous topics and then start answering them. Please go ahead, Pooja. You are welcome to do that. Okay, so let's get started now. The first topic I'm taking up is okay related to climate change. Okay, and lot on okay on the news coverage. This is the question. Okay, the discussion about the effect of Arctic warming, the effect of Arctic warming on global climate. The effect of Arctic warming on global climate. Arctic warming ko we also called as Arctic amplification. Remember this term. जो Arctic warming है, it is also referred to as Arctic amplification. Amplification of what? Of temperatures. Amplification of the temperatures, increase of temperature is called as Arctic amplification. How does it impact global climate? How does Arctic warming impact global climate? Now, the impact of Arctic warming on global climate is by 2-3 ways. Okay, 2-3 ways. Number one is the circulation patterns change. Okay, at and around the Arctic latitudes. Okay, the circulation patterns change at and around the Arctic latitudes. ये एक impact है. Second impact is related to, okay, melting waters, melting ice rather, melting ice, and impact on ocean, okay, water properties, impact on ocean water properties, and affecting ocean's ability to regulate heat and temperature, to regulate heat and temperature. Okay, and the third way how the impact happens is, okay, the average albedo of the earth changes because Arctic region जो है, okay, what happens is the Arctic region, it is ice, it is snow cover. Okay, this area has very high albedo. It has very high albedo. Okay, so when the average albedo of the earth changes because of melting ice and melting snow, so the overall heat balance of the earth changes. Okay. The overall heat balance of the earth changes. In fact, if I rethink this, maybe aapka point, okay, 2 should have been point number 1, okay, or maybe if you change the order, I'll say point 3 should have been point number 1, point 2 should have been point number 2, and this should have been point number 3. Okay, the consequence of this is change in circulations, and even this is change in circulations. Okay, so 3 ways how the Arctic, okay, amplification or the Arctic warming impacts global climate, okay, through the process of disruption of the heat budget, through the process of disruptions of the circulations. Are you all with me, or am I moving, okay, a bit too fast? Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Okay. Is the audio fine now? If not perfect? Is the audio fine? If not perfect? It's fine. Okay. So I was saying, I'm discussing an answer. How does Arctic warming affect global climate? I'm repeating. How does Arctic warming, okay, affect global climate? Okay. So we say Arctic warming is also referred to as Arctic amplification. Is also referred to as Arctic amplification. Okay. And what happens because of Arctic amplification is, number 1, the average albedo of the earth changes. Okay, because Arctic ice melting hai, snow cover hai, iska high albedo hota hai. But when the albedo changes, the heat balance of the earth changes. That's one impact. Second impact is the albedo change. Second impact is the melting ice. Okay, melting ice impacts the ocean water properties. The ocean water ka property change ho jata hai. Okay, and this impacts the ocean's ability to regulate heat and temperature. And third, I said that these two together, they impact circulation patterns at and around the Arctic region. They impact the circulation patterns at and around the Arctic region, at and around the polar and subpolar region. So ये इसका genesis है. Okay. Now ये जो 3 चीज है, I'm moving on. These 3 things, they are known to manifest. They are known to manifest in 3 ways. Number one is the meandering of the Rossby waves increases. The meandering of the Rossby waves increases. Okay, that is one impact. The second impact is there is weakening of the polar and stratospheric vortex. Okay, meandering of the Rossby waves increases. Okay, बेटा कहां जा रहे हो आशुतोष? क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं आर्कटिक का बताओ, आर्कटिक का इंपैक्ट बताओ. So don't get into urban plume right now. Okay, you are talking in general about climate change. I'm very specific here. Talk about Arctic warming and global climate change. Okay, so read the question well. The manifestation of Arctic impact is the meandering of the Rossby waves increase. Second is there is weakening of the polar and and the stratospheric vortex. And the third impact is what's called as wave resonance. Okay, it's called as wave resonance. Okay, I'll have to shut off your chat box because आप सुन नहीं रहे हो, अपना typing कर रहे हो. Okay, manifestation of the Arctic warming is in three ways. Meandering of the Rossby waves increases, weakening of the polar and the stratospheric vortex, and third is called as wave resonance. So क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर? Okay, so you have to explain this as a part of our discussion with diagrams. Okay, this is the Earth here. Okay, this is the Rossby waves. Okay, at latitudes around 55 to 65, 70 degrees north and south में Rossby waves हैं. Okay, because of Arctic warming, the polar jet stream weakens and starts to meander faster and starts to meander more. Because of Arctic warming, the polar jet stream weakens and starts to meander more. Okay, पहले ये था, but because of Arctic warming, okay, the west towards east का जो movement है, it starts to meander more. Okay, it starts to meander more. Because of this meandering, okay, the mid-latitudes come under the influence of the Arctic cold waves. They come under the influence of Arctic cold waves. So पहले क्या था? The Arctic cold waves would be inside this. Because of meandering, the Arctic air has come further equatorwards. Okay, the Arctic cold waves, they reach the mid latitudes and parts of interiors of North America and also Siberia. In fact, interiors of North America and Siberia. So meandering of the Rossby waves increasing is one of the impact. The second impact is weakening of the polar and stratospheric vortex. Let me explain this in a bit more detailed way. देखो हो क्या रहा है is something of this kind. So this is the Earth. Okay, and this is the polar jet stream. Okay, in the upper tropospheric level, and in the polar regions, in the upper troposphere and also in the stratosphere, in the upper troposphere and in the stratosphere, there is strong, okay, polar, okay, vortices. There is a very strong moving wind. So this is generally within 80 to 90 degree latitude. ये जो polar jet stream है, this is approximately, I said 55, okay, 60, 65 degree latitudes. So if this is the atmosphere approximately, okay, so upper troposphere में एक तो polar jet stream है at around 55, 60, 65 latitudes, और polar positions में in a very, very narrow range, there is strong spinning winds called as the polar vortex, and this extends from upper troposphere into the stratosphere. Okay, so at the poles, within 80 degree latitudes, okay, there is a strong polar vortex in the upper troposphere, extending up to parts of the stratosphere. Extending up to parts of the stratosphere. ठीक है? So this is not same as, ये जो हम बता रहे हैं, this is not same as the polar jet stream. Polar jet stream थोड़ा और equator word है, around 55-60 degree latitudes में. But pole के पास में at higher, very strong spinning. Okay, very strong spinning. ये जो polar vortex है, the polar vortex discussed right now, it is strongest in the winters. Strongest in the winters, okay, with the jet stream called as the polar night jet stream. It moves from west towards east. Okay, at the poles within 80 degree latitudes, there is strong polar vortex in the upper troposphere, okay, extending up to parts of the stratosphere. The polar vortex is strongest in the winters with jet stream called as polar night jet stream that moves from west towards the east. Okay, the polar vortex, okay, traps the very, very cold Arctic and the polar air, okay, within the polar latitudes. If the vortex है, it has the effect of confining that. It's like the जोर से घूम रहा है, very fast rotating. And inside that, the cold air is trapped. Inside that, the cold air column is trapped. Okay, it confines it. But what happens is, because of Arctic warming. Okay, अच्छा, by the way, ये जो polar vortex है, this polar vortex is the consequence of strong, okay, strong equator to poles pressure gradient in the upper troposphere. Okay, ये जो polar vortex क्यों बनता है? It's because of the very, very strong equator to pole pressure gradient. Okay, so I believe you understand this. This is the Earth here. Okay, this is equator. This is the poles region. In the upper troposphere, the gradient is from equator towards the poles. Equator में होगा high pressure. Poles के ऊपर upper troposphere में होगा low pressure. Surface में equator में होगा low pressure. Surface में poles will have the high pressure because of a very strong contrast. Okay, so write down here that because of very strong, okay, temperature contrast between equator and poles, the pressure gradient, okay, from equator to the poles is very, very strong. Very strong gradient. So the air in the upper troposphere and stratosphere is rapidly spinning from west towards east here. Is that okay, all of you? Is that okay? The 3-4 point बताया मैंने. Okay. What is the impact of Arctic warming? What is the impact of Arctic warming? Okay. I repeat. Let me put this in point form. Okay. Let me put it in point form. Okay. First I said that at the poles within 80 degrees. Okay. So बहुत पास में, ज़्यादा फैला हुआ नहीं है. Near the poles within 80 degrees, there is strong polar vortex. There is a strong polar vortex in the upper troposphere. Okay. And that extends up to the troposphere. ये एक पॉइंट हो गया. सेकेंड पॉइंट बताया मैंने, इसमें कुछ समझना है नहीं, आप ये जानो है. ओके. सेकेंड पॉइंट, द पोलर वोर्टेक्स इज स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट इन द विंटर्स, बिकॉज विंटर्स में क्या है. ओके. नाउ लुक एट दिस. say this is the surface. Okay, please all of you watch my hand. Okay. Say this is the surface. Say my elbow is the equator and this is the poles. Okay. Equator surface पे low pressure है, air is rising, and poles surface पे high pressure है, air is sinking. Air sinks तो ऊपर वाला part खाली हो गया. Air is rising, so lot of air here. So surface में क्या है? Equator has low pressure, pole has high pressure. Aloft क्या है? Above the equator we have high pressure, and above the poles we have low pressure. Okay. जितना ज्यादा कूलिंग होगा, the more the poles are cooler, the more the poles cool, the sinking air is strong. So the low pressure here is very, very strong. Okay, this is the gradient. Okay. In the upper troposphere, above the equator we have high pressure, above the poles we have low pressure, and more cooling, more sinking air, the air above will have even stronger low pressure. So there is a gradient. There's a gradient from equator towards the poles because of the temperature contrast. Is that okay, all of you? Did you all understand this now? And that's what I'm trying to show you in this diagram. I'm showing that in the diagram. So this is the surface of the earth. ये surface of the earth है. Okay. Equator पे low pressure है, poles पे high pressure है. Above the equator more air, so high pressure. Above the poles less air, so low pressure here. Are you all facing the voice problem again? Are you all facing the voice problem again? Okay, okay, then let me reboot.